I'm out here doing my daily walk, my quick walk through the arches. I'm eliminating spider webs, and I'm putting tomato vines back on the trellis so they can keep growing through the trellising holes. And in the meantime, as I put them through the holes, as I string them up and go about my day, I'm also keeping a sharp eye out for anything that looks unusual. And I'll show you what I found this morning. Just a little bit of poop right on where are the leaves. Right on, there we go. These leaves, those are just small droppings. So to me, that says there's just a small hornworm. So usually what I say is look up. Now this plant's not very large, so it looks like there's some leaf damage here, a little bit of leaf damage right here, but I don't see any hornworms. I lift the leaves if I don't want to touch them, lift it. I look for the telltale footprints on the underside of the leaf, like from if you look at the leaf from on top, you'll see their little feet. Don't see that, don't see that. So if I don't see it on the upward part of the vine, because that's what I say, look up, because that's usually where it is. Poop only falls downward, right? If I don't see it there, I might see damage going this way, and I did from side to side. This branch is pretty damaged. So let's say they munched their way through here. They got to be around here somewhere. If they're not munching their way this way, then they're munching their this way. And lo and behold, I found that little guy right there. See him right here? Come with me. Oops, where's my camera? There we go. Come with me. Just gonna set him on the basket. So just set him on the basket. I'll go back up here and check. Munch, munch, munch. And it fits the profile of this size poop. Just a little guy. But as I went looking for a small hornworm, I also found this one right here. Look at how large that one is. He was very happy here. So I'm going to not take him off the branch. I'm just going to snip the branch carefully, watch where it lands, and pick it up with my scissors. Because again, I love the outdoors. I'm not in love with the bad bugs. He's a pretty good size. Make sure you can see it well. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Those are the two I found for sure. This would have been huge poops. And so now I said, oh, wait a minute. And I'm second guessing myself. So now let me set him in near the basket. Look at the difference in size. Wow, 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 wow. And in color. That one's a little lighter, that one's darker. And they always look like they have teeth, but that's for chewing tomatoes, not people. So I said, oh, Tam, how'd you miss that? I only saw the little poops, but based on where he was, okay, there was damage there. There's some damage here. Now let me look down and see. There was something up here. It's melted away. Aha! Here's some fresh, nasty grossness here. And it's not dark colored, it's light colored. So that's pretty fresh. Here's some nasty grossness here. We follow all the way down. And oh my goodness. So if you see this on your tomatoes, you know you've got a hornworm. And you can tell by the size of the poops, usually, how big the hornworm is. And what happens a lot of times is that moth that they turn into lays eggs and things like that near one area, all in one area. So if you find one, you'll likely find another one, at least another one. And it's harder to see the hornworms themselves in the daytime, but it sure is easy to spot their poop once you know what they look like. So this is one way to find hornworms in the daytime. And then you want to get rid of them. Do not allow them to stay on your plants, or they will eat your plants, the stems, the leaves, and the tomatoes themselves. And I'll show you one other indication over here that I saw. And I'll tell you that in a minute. One other indication. So here are some smaller poops. You can tell by the size of the scissor head. These are just smaller poops. So I always look up first. Look up. I saw some damage on this damaged leaf anyway. I'm going to take that leaf off. Everything that's kind of brown I'm going to take off. So I'm going to come up here. That's not really damage. These are diseased leaves. Coming up here. And I could not find one in this area. Like I said, you're going to look sideways because it was down here. Look sideways to see if there were some connecting branches that maybe they ate. You're going to look upward on the sides. You're going to come on over here and look here. And they blend in really, really well. And I was not able to find who caused that damage. Now, if I go directly up from these poops, up directly, like there's a line on here, it comes from up here. There's a little bit of damaged leaf up here, but I couldn't see it with my naked eye. So I'll come out at night with a blacklight flashlight and look for them. The other thing that happens many times is they will work their way up toward the top of the plants, and I've got a very large wild bird pathway that comes through here, and in the mornings they are very busy eating things, and many times I am spared because the birds will actually eat the hornworms right off of the tomatoes and tomato plants. Like I said, this one was hard to see, so I'll have to come back with the blacklight flashlight. And then in the meantime, I have these here. I also have other videos showing you what it looks like if the parasitic wasp lays eggs on the caterpillar. It will look like white rice pieces. And if I see a caterpillar that has those white rice pieces on it, I'm going to leave it in the garden. And the reason for that is that the eggs will hatch, and they are sucking the life out of the caterpillar. This is the host for those eggs for the wasps. They will hatch and they will form those wasps. Those wasps will go around and get more caterpillars and lay eggs on the caterpillars. And so that will be the natural pest solution that we have, where the good predators are taking care of the bugs that we don't like in the garden because they eat our food. If you enjoy content like this, if you find it helpful and useful, and you think this is going to be something that you'll be able to do with your garden, I'd love it if you like the video, if you can share the video with your friends, if you subscribe to the channel, and if you have other comments, that would be great to put down in the comment section for other people to appreciate as well. Thanks for watching.